Hi guys, today I would like to talk about the protected documents in MineExpress. As you may know, some of the content in MineExpress is protected, which means that if you start such content, then you will see a window that comes up with a description, the author of the secure document, and then some contact information. Now, at the bottom of this window, you will see a document code, which identifies the protected content, and then a PC code, which is unique for this PC. Now, most of the time, you will receive a code directly from the supplier where you purchased the content. So, for example, if you would have purchased the score file, then the supplier may have given you a code that starts, an activation code that starts with a W. Now, if the code starts with a W, that means that the code will need to be verified against the web. So if you don't have internet access, or if you have not received such a code, then you will need to contact your supplier directly. Mostly you can use the contact information that is shown in the window to contact your supplier for an activation code. But if you have received a code that starts with a W, you have to make sure that you have internet access. If you do, then you just enter your code and press OK, and then the document will be unlocked, activated for this PC. So if you want to use it on another PC, you will have a different PC code and you will have to enter a different activation code. Now, depending on the code you got from the supplier, this W code, it may have one or more activations. So this really depends on how many licenses you've bought for this secured content. So you may as well have received a code for example, 10 PCs. But that's really dependent on what the supplier has given you. Now, so important to remember is if you don't have a W code, then you will need to contact the supplier directly, and you won't be able to use the content right away. Okay. Now, the document that I've opened right now is a document that has no demo period. Now, starting from MineExpress 4.3.4, there is a new option. If you open a secure document, some secure documents, depending on the document code, like this is just an example for the two switches. It's just for demo purposes, so it doesn't mean that the two switches document has a demo mode. That's really dependent on the creator of the content, because they decide if the document will have a demo period or not. So this is just as an example, but in this case you will see that there is a button on the bottom that says try the document now for free, and the number of days you have left for you to try the document. So if you receive such a button, then that means that this type of document is protected, but you can use it for 30 days just to evaluate if the content suits your needs. Now, all you need to do is press the button and the content will open. Now, as long as you don't close MineExpress, so I can switch to another document, I can switch to this document again. As long as I don't close MineExpress, all the content will just start up without problems. As soon as I close MineExpress and I restart MineExpress and I try to access the same document, I will need to press the button again. So it's important to remember that every time you start MineExpress and every time you open the document for the first time, you will need to press the button to activate the demo period for that document. So again, it's dependent on the creator of the content. They decide how many demo days and if there are going to be demo days for that content.